Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some pretty good news regarding arcade and offline play in general. Because this started off with Uninspired Zebra, yet again bringing us some new gameplay, this time around of Starfighter Assault in arcade. And this seems to be a mod, so this is not just something he simply unlocked through the files like some of the other stuff I've shown, but this is something that he managed to mod a little bit to make work. And as you can see, it's not really fully functional. It kind of looks like it's basically the multiplayer map, but with all the real players stripped, which means that there's too few bots, it's not balanced properly, they aren't playing the objectives properly, and so on. But it is a very good step in the right direction. But I also got some news regarding this, because Criterion Games actually responded out on Twitter, and I gotta give them props for actually responding to a lot of requests on Twitter. I'm not sure why DICE can't do that the same way Criterion do, but they've started off by responding to the actual mod. And when someone said, why can't you just add this, and they said there's more missing that you can tell from these videos: AI playing objectives, balance, difficulty, wave timings, sizes and compositions. These took so much time. We know folks want it now, but we won't ship something we know will be of poor quality. So that really does sound like they are indeed officially working on this. And then they also responded to someone who just generally asked about more offline stuff, and they said, we've already adjusted some of our plans for future DLC at Criterion because of the demand we've been hearing for more offline content since the game shipped. We're working on what that content might be, but we're certainly not deaf to what players are asking for more of. So that is indeed very good news that they are working on more offline stuff, but it does sound a little bit like they had more multiplayer stuff planned and that they're instead going for offline, which to me personally is a little bit disappointing. I mean, I prefer multiplayer, but I do understand the big request for offline stuff in general, and I fully agree, even as someone who don't play offline a lot, that there should be Starfighters and Starfighter Assault in arcade, because we already have AI in that game mode. So although it might take a little bit of development time from Criterion to fix it, I think it's gonna be a lot easier than creating brand new arcade stuff on the ground, because we already have those AI ships in the air. And lastly, some of the other good news that comes from this is the fact that Criterion Games are indeed working on post-launch stuff. We haven't actually had any confirmation on that so far as I know, except for the fact that they will obviously balance and tweak the stuff that are already in the game. But based on this, it seems like they are part of DICE crew to actually make more post-launch content. Motive we haven't really heard about. We know they obviously worked on the Resurrection DLC, but whether or not we will get more in the future seasons is hard to say. But at least Criterion Games and DICE are on board with the post-launch content, which is good to hear. But that brings this video to an end. Please let me know in the comments below what you are hoping Criterion will bring to the table in terms of offline play. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.